some of when you first started counting. Remember how that was? How you had to learn? But let's have some video of you really working at counting carefully backwards, okay? So start at 75 and count back.
75, 74, 73, 72, 70. 69, 68, 67.
Okay, now I'm going to play it back to you, and you tell me what you think. This is what you said. I'll kind of be your video, okay? You started and you said 75, 74, 73, 72, 70.
71, I think.
Yeah, so here you remember the 70, but now we're forgetting parts of the 70s. So we have to remember all of them. You want to try it once more? Start at 75.
75, 74, 73, 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 60.
Wow, you remembered all the numbers in the 70s. You remembered to say 70. You went to 69 just like that, like it was very easy. Nice job. Okay, 93. Start at 93 and count back.
93, 92, 91. Are we in the 30s?
You said 91, and then what did you ask me? Are we what?
And the 30s?
Well, you just said 91. What are you in?
The 90s?
The 90s.
The 91, 90, 89, 86, 89, 87, 89, 88, 86.
I think you're going faster than you want to.
86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79, 70.
Stop right there. What did you have to do to help yourself?
I had to go a little bit slower.
Yeah, you had to go a little slower, and then you started hearing yourself. So it's not a race. Counting does not involve trying to go as fast as you can. It's really being as careful as you can. Okay? Shoes have to be on because we never know if we're going to get an alarm to go out. We just don't know. We don't know. Sometimes there could be something that's sharp staple on the floor that fell off, and I don't know about it. I just don't want you to be unsafe. So we have to have shoes on. Did you bring some tennis shoes for when we run outside today?
I had to borrow Mrs. Sax's.
Oh, you have some. Okay.
I had to borrow.
Yeah, that means you have some available for you. You can get some, right? You know, last week we were counting jumps, how many it took to get from one number down to another number. And you had to figure out a way to keep track of saying the numbers, but also how many that was, right? So start at 18 and count how many hops it would take to get to 14.
Okay, start at 18. How many get to 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 18's not a jump, so. Okay, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Well, you thought that out carefully. I heard you say 18 is not a jump. Can you explain what that means?
But the first number that you say and you're trying to get to, what, 14 probably, or 15,
Mm-hmm.
you don't say 18.
Yeah. Why not?
Because it's not a jump.
What is it?
It's I don't know.
Is it where you're starting?
Yes.
It's where you're sitting. It's like a start in the game. This is where I start. My next move is going to be the one I count.
Yeah, like hopscotch.
Like hopscotch.
So you're not jumping on 1 and 2. You're just gonna go 1 and then jump to 3.
Okay. All right. How many does it take to get from 61 to 58?
61 to 50. 60, 59, 58.
How many did it take?
3.
Larayah, you're doing great. You knew exactly how to do all that. How many does it take to get from 72 to 66?
So 72 to 66. So 71, 70, 69, 68. What are we getting to?
66. You're at 68.
68. I have to start all over.
You're at 68. What would this be? Go back.
68, 67, 5.
You want to get to
66.
You did it! You did it! You didn't give up. Look at how you kept working at that. That, what you just did, that kind of hard work and not giving up, that's what's going to help you. No matter if you're in reading class or science class, it doesn't matter where you are.
I want you to be my science teacher.
Why?
Because you're really good at teaching people.
Well, thank you very much. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to be the girl who doesn't give up, who keeps thinking about what can I do next. Because that's what you did just there. You solved a problem you had. Okay, how many does it take to get from 33 to 27?
So 33, 27. Sometimes I have to check and see if it's before or after.
Right, that's good. See, you're solving that problem.
30, 38.
You want to get from 33 to 27.
33 to 27. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27.
How many did you get?
6.
Okay, let's do it together to make sure that's right. Because you kind of got stuck about here, and you corrected yourself. You said 31, 20, and then you stopped and you fixed it. Okay, so you didn't get 6. Let's try 33 to 27. So help me. I'll keep track and you count with me.
3.
We're at 33.
Oh, 36. 31. 32.
32.
31. 30.
30.
29. 28. 27.
Did it take 6?
Yes.
It did. And you know what you're doing? You're getting from one decade down to the other with no problem. You know what comes right before 30. Very good. If I ask you these questions, I might also ask you to tell me what comes right before 30. Just out of the blue, if I say that, you should know right away what number comes right before that one. So besides counting backward like you just did, we also have to know what number comes right before. Okay? So that if I say you're at 33 and I want you to get to 27, you don't have to stop and wonder what comes before 33. You just know 32. That's going to be your goal. And that's why when second grade begins, I'll come get you and we'll keep working together. Okay? But you can help yourself over summer and work on that. Have mom say a number or have grandma say a number, and then you have to say the number right before it. Okay? That'll be a good thing to practice. You can surprise me when we get together and show me all the good things you can do. Now, when we start working in second grade, I'm also going to give you some different kinds of adding and subtracting problems for you to solve. And we'll see how you do with them. But mostly you're just taking things out like a story. For instance, imagine these are kitties. Okay? So there's, we don't need those right now.
We don't need
No, we just need the red one. So imagine there's 9 kitties. Anything you have that's a number, if you turn it into a story, it might help you figure out what to do with it. So I have 9 kitties, and without you seeing, some of them got away. Now there's only 5 kitties left. Now before you try to count it out, stop and think if you know 9 very well. We had 9.
You took away 4.
How do you know
Because
that?
I know the parts of 9. 4 and 5 make 9. Or if we only have 4 left, there would be 4. 5 left, there would be 4 away. If you had 4 left, there would be 5 away.
Check and see if you are right. Was your thinking right? So sometimes you know the parts, and sometimes you don't, and you have to have a strategy. Larayah, that happened last time, honey. It's when you keep pushing things really hard. Can you go over and get the ones that fell? I think there might just be 1 on the floor, maybe none. Did nothing fall?
Yep.
Well, you did a nice job. Thank you.
Only 1
Oh,
from
one
last
fell.
time.
Okay,
Only 1 from last time I didn't pick up.
and now our sign is falling. So here's the thing. I kind of need you to stay on this side of the table so that all that other stuff can stay put, okay? Let's see. It's still May. When you come back, it'll be September. That is something. And today is the first, or one of the last days of May. Tomorrow's the very last day of May. All right, let's try another problem. You were telling me you know the parts of 10. Okay, so here's 10 little kitties. And without you seeing, I took some away. Now there's 6 left. How many did I take away? Do you know the parts that make 10? That goes with 6?
4.
So if I have 10 kitties and only 6 are left, how many escaped?
4.
Are you right?
Yes.
And you didn't have to count it. So in math, mathematicians that know the parts of numbers, they just use what they know. And when they're not sure, they check it. And when they don't know the parts, they have to have a strategy for figuring it out. So let's try this one. 13 kitties. Now you might not know the parts of 13, and that's okay. I take some away, and now there's 9 kitties left. I had 13, now there's 9. How many did I take out?
So you have 13, now there's 9. So you take away.
Can you work it out?
You don't count 13 now. 4.
Okay, tell me what you did.
I stopped when I stopped when I know there's 4. So I went 13's not first I don't count 13. I got 12, 11, 10, 9.
Okay, so you counted to 9, and you stopped there because you knew there were 9 here.
Mm-hmm.
And how many did you have to count?
4.
Okay, now you did that all in your head. What if you couldn't remember how many? What would you have to do?
I would have to fingers or know the part.
Okay, but you didn't use your fingers. You just knew how to keep track of 4 in your head? Okay, let's see if you were right. Were you? You were right. Very good thinking.
Most of these all have 4.
Well, now there's 17. And without you seeing, I took some out. And now there's 15.
So there's 17.
How many did I take out?
So if you have 17 and you have 15, you probably took 2 more.
How do you know that?
Because I'm thinking about the ones that I know 6 comes before 5, and I know, and you count more up, there's 6, 7.
Oh, so you went to, let's see, you knew we had 15 left, so you counted up 16, 76, 7 to get to 7, but then it was 17. Were you right?
Yes.
You had a different strategy than you've ever used before. You didn't do that before. Okay, let's try this one.
This is where the white's mark.
Yeah, it's kind of a mark from the factory, I suppose. 21. And without you seeing, I'm going to take some out. Now there's 16.
You had 20. You had 21. And now you have 16.
Can you do it out loud so I can hear you and watch you? Because then you don't have to explain it. You can just show me what to do.
So you had 21. Okay, so 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 5.
This time you counted backwards. You have used a different strategy every time. And did you get it right? And every time you've gotten it right.
I know parts make 5.
What do you mean?
I know parts make 5.
Tell me what you mean. Go ahead.
4 and 1.
4 and 1 makes 5.
5 and 0 and 1 makes 6.
Okay. We're going to try one more, and then we're going to try something different. Okay. I have 12 red. Without you seeing, I'm going to take some away. And now there's 9 left. How many did I take away?
So you had what?
I had 12. I took some away.
Now there's 6 of that.
Now there's 9 left. I had 12. Now there's 9.
Okay. So you probably did 4.
Okay, tell me how you did that.
Another part's 9.
You know the parts of 9, but that's not what we're taking apart. We had 12.
I counted backwards too.
Sorry?
I counted backwards too.
Okay, so tell me how that worked. Go ahead. We had 12.
I went 12, 11, 10, 9.
Okay. How did you keep track of how many that was?
I go like this sometimes in my head. I go 12, that's 1. 11, that's 2. And that's 3. And 4 is 9.
Okay, now first you said it was only 2 hops. Now you're saying it was 4 hops.
I said it was 4 hops before.
So let's think about that. You were at 12, and you took 1 away, and that would make 12?
I said that made 9. I mean, no. I said if you had 12, that was 1.
Yeah, so you're at 12, and you take 1 away, and that makes 12?
I didn't say it made 12.
Well, what you're telling me is if Larayah, we can't work together when you're doing that. I know your eyes are itchy, and I know
we're
you're
not.
okay. Then I need you to not rub
myself.
Ooh, that hurts. Try not to rub it if you can. Just try to press against it for a minute. Take a deep breath. When you catch yourself getting angry like this, it could be that you're getting tired. You worked really hard on the first few problems, and you did a great job. And look, you're over halfway done with our lesson today. So take a deep breath. Try to let yourself just relax for a minute so that we can talk it through. Sometimes when you have a mistake, I tell it to you out loud again so you can hear it and think about it. Sometimes I ask you questions, and those questions help you figure out what you want to say or do differently, okay? So when you say, I had 12, so that's 1, what you mean is you have 12 dots, and you took 1 and put it under here.
No, I mean I counted backwards. I go like this. 12 is 1.
Okay, tell me what you mean 12 is 1. Tell me what that means so I can understand it. What do you mean when you say
I'm keeping track when I count in my head and I don't keep track in my head when I say a number that won't help me.
Okay, so let's look. So you're trying to start at 12. Look, honey, you're trying to count back, and you're starting at 12, and you're saying, there's my first count. The whole purpose of counting back is like we're taking 1 away. So if we take 1 away, do we still have 12?
No.
So if we're at 12 and we count back 1, what number would we be on?
11.
So do you see how when you say 12 is 1, that really isn't a jump of any kind? Do you see how it's not a hop? Because you've stayed right on 12. So you're starting at 12 and you get to 11. How many hops is that? 1. And so when you say 12 is 1, you have to really make sure.
Was that the first number?
12 was the first number.
I didn't know.
Yeah, then that's when you can ask. That's okay. Because if it wasn't, look, then 13 would have been how many we started with. But we started with 12.
Then that would be 3 jumps.
Okay, check and see. Were you right?
Yes.
You were. That got tricky because you weren't sure what to do to start out. You see how that strategy, we just have to work on it? That's okay.
And we don't have time to write right here.
How about what?
I don't think we have time to write it.
Don't have time to what?
Right in here.
You do have time to write in here because I'm going to offer you a challenge. It's not going to be easy, but you are the girl that doesn't like to give up. You like to keep working
These
and
are
trying.
white spots.
They're what?
They're white spots, so you never even use.
Like up here?
Yes.
That's for like if you had to practice which way to write a number, you want to draw a picture to help you solve it.
I'm going to write numbers up there when I get it.
Okay, that sounds good. So today is May 30th. Now,
2017.
I'm going to show you a problem, and I want you to work it out. What if, I'm not going to show you chips, but you can pretend there's chips, or you can make it into a story like we did before. What if I have 11 and I take something away and now there's 8 left?
So I have 11 and you're taking something away.
Just like if I had 11 chips here and I took some out.
Now the equals 8.
Can you solve it first?
That's good. So 11 takes something away is 8. 8.
Do you want to work it out?
Three.
Okay, tell me what you did. I saw you say 5, but I couldn't tell what you were doing.
I was going like this. I was counting backwards. I went 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh, you counted all of these out of the 11. Since there were 8 left, you counted all those 8 out. That was a lot of work, wasn't it? That's a new strategy. Can you? Yeah, write the answer. Now, in 2nd grade, you're going to be asked, just like in 1st, to show how you solved it. There's a lot of ways you could do it. You could show it on your fingers. You've seen me do that before, right? So you could show 5, making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 fingers. So you said 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3. You counted all the way down to this number. Is there another way you could have solved it and not done so much work?
I could have went.
Because that's a brand new way. You've never done it like that
I
before.
could have went 10. Wait. I went 5 and then added 3 more and that equals 3.
Yeah, but I don't know where you would have gotten a 5. You know that now. But if you didn't know that, if all you knew was that you had 11 chips here, and I took some out, and now there's 8 left, how did you used to count that out? I'm not going to let you look at that because that'll make you think of only that one strategy. So I'm asking you, is there another way?
I went. I don't know.
Okay, let's look at it. Let's look. Put your ponytail up so I don't pull on it. So here's 11. Without you seeing, I took some out, and now there's 8 left. You used to do it a different way.
I don't remember how I used to do it.
You picture taking these out. So we had 11. What if you took 1 out? What would that make? If I took 1 from 11, how many would that be?
10.
So put your finger up. 10. Can you please put your finger up to keep track? Because I'm doing another thing right now. 10. Then you take another one out.
9.
And then you take another one out.
8.
8. And now that's where the 8 are. How many did you count back?
3.
So that's another way. So I'm going to put the words another way. Now you draw what you just did.
4.
Well, just like I showed fingers, can you show fingers? What did you say? Say it for me.
I said 10. That's 1 finger. 9. That's 2nd finger. 8.
Okay, can I see?
7.
Well, why 7? I'm not sure why. You stopped at 8. There's only 8.
Oh.
And you're kind of making this pretty hard to do. All you have to do is make a line, 2, 3, just like you're putting fingers up.
Can I
See?
try again?
Yeah. Let's cross this out. And you show it.
Almost weird.
Let's do it right up here.
Like that?
Okay. Now look at the work you did here, all the counting, and look at the work here. Which one was less work?
Number.
The other way, where you just did, this is the way you've been doing them, and then this is a new way you started today. And you know what? They're both right, Larayah.
The reason I stopped at 8 was because I know we're trying to get to, so I know 11 minus 3 equals 8. And now I found a new way to count backwards.
What I want you to notice is both ways got you the same answer. You just have to decide which way you think makes sense to you, okay? Teachers will let you try either way. You just want to do the one that works the best. Now, mathematicians, they like to choose the one that doesn't take so much work. So you have to decide which one. Do you want to try one more written out? Not today, huh? We'll try those tomorrow then. Okay? That's what I'm asking you. Do you want to try? Okay.
How about 17? How many more jumps to get to 6?
All right, so you, well,
not that.
how about can we do to 9?
Or 10?
That's kind of a lot. I'm trying to pick something you can manage on your fingers. Let's try 8, okay? Let's try 17. And we took some away, and now we've got 8. All right? Well, before you start writing, work it out. Get really sure of yourself. So that means I have 17 chips, and I took some away, and now there's only 8 left.
Nine.
Okay, tell me what you did.
I counted down here like this.
Show me your fingers. Don't hide them from me, honey, because I can't see what you're doing. Go ahead.
It went on 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
But we have 8. You only counted to 9.
Yeah, there's 8 fingers up.
Oh, you have 8 fingers up, so you did less counting. And what did you get?
9.
9. Can we try another one?
Sure.
All right. How about if we have 13 minus something equals 9?
Okay, so 13 minus something equals 9.
And this time, don't do it quiet to yourself. Let me hear what you're doing, because then you don't have to keep explaining it.
Okay, so 12, 11, 10, 9. And we're trying to get to 9?
Yeah, do that again.
So 12, 12,
Mm-hmm.
11, 10, 9.
How many was that? That was 4.
How about 16?
Now, if I asked you to tell me how you do it, I heard you. You started at 13, and you went like this. You went 12, 11, 10, 9. And then you had to think, how many hops was that? And you said those 4.
How about we can do one more that, how about 16 minus,
Minus something.
something equals 9.
Okay, work that one out. This is our last one.
So you have 16, how do you get to 9?
Show me what you're doing, though.
Okay. 15, 14, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 7.
Very good. Can you show how that looked